Inferno is the next hurdle for MIBR to overcome, and they get one of the next three. We're showing Atk with a map win here. They don't have one. It's MIBR with two, and Atk need to win the next three if they're going to win this, if they're going to take that spot, if they're going to be the champions of Season 44 and make their way into the Pro League. MIBR, it's the easy street now, just one of three, and they would like to start it on Inferno. They don't really want to take the next two.
Yeah, I think they'd like to end it here for sure, but Atk obviously have other plans and are not going to make this easy for the Brazilians by any means, as Henny and Turtle are lined up here. Turtle with the dualies over in the apartments, and he's going to duck and cover. So is Henny after that flash is thrown. Now Henny pops out, gets the headshot. Turtle, his teammate, is down. Henny still manages to get a second in a very tough spot, so makes it even numbers.
We got a retake on deck, and there's no kit, John. There's no kit. Better get a move on here. MIBR, and with the strong pit positions, a bit of a tricky one. DJ, he's got the spot, he's got the information. They're waiting for the crossfire to come through, and Exit's going to strike first. That's a nice shot, but they need a little bit more of it, and Bodenmaster instead coming up with two timely frags. That'll be Atk taking the pistol.
There you go. Atk looking pretty strong on the pistols. Going back to last night, they've done a very, very good job picking up these rounds. Question is, can they capitalize on this next one, or will the force buy of MIBR throw them for a loop? These 5.7s can be very potent. We do see a couple of them. 2 Deagles, I believe, as well. So we'll see what MIBR can do here on the defensive end. Are they going to stack is a question? No. Looks like they want to just play this pretty bog standard in terms of setup anyway. 3 players, or maybe not. 3 players towards lane here, and one boosted up in a bit of an off angle there on the lip near boiler. All right. So if Atk avoid going bracket, they should be good, Mike.
Comes the explode out. Speaking of avoiding going bracket, well, they went there immediately, right off the rip. That was the first thing. They ran into the stack. They found it face first, but they only lost a MAC-10 in the process. So the fast play in towards B, this will catch them off guard. Exit wants to condense the angle by the smoke. He actually pumped the player.
Oh, they don't realize he's there? They don't know?
I think they do. They do. Because he made an audio cue as he bumped into Bowden, he realizes what's going on. Bomb's going to be down, but there's still a man advantage. This is not settled business with Turtle getting that kill at the bottom of Banana. Every angle is potentially under threat, and Atk on this smoke phase wants to fight forward into the church. They get the one, but anymore? That's going to be great. Okay. All right. A recovery here. And Turtle without the kit. How much does he want to attempt this?
I'm not sure. It looks like he wants to try and at least get another frag, but there's no time. He needs that kit, and it's not available to him. There's one onto Swisher, but yeah. I think he's just trying to keep Mistim on here.
Yeah, maybe he gets the last exit. Maybe he gets the frag. That would be nice, but it's not going to be conclusive, so better to keep your own gun alive. Going to be very little, presumably, to put around this. I guess they could go for the force around it now. Having kept them down to 1, is MIBR going to get coaxed in here? This is a really interesting decision to make.
I think it wouldn't hurt to call a timeout, talk things over, but I agree. Like, going for it is certainly viable, given how close that round got, and they will absolutely go for the force buy. This is a good decision.
Well, we'll find out. It's a risky decision.
Yes, but it's a calculated risk, and I like their odds given how well they performed that previous round. And it's 3 SMGs for Atk. One of them charging down Banana, and it's already down for the count. Exit tries to flick around and get a second. A little too ambitious as Swisher takes him down through the smoke, and now it will be a 4v4. But does Atk activate quickly towards the A side is the question. They will. Turtle and Henny have a crossfire set up. Turtle gets one. Henny actually gets him, and now Henny will be alone and down. DJ, fantastic work as Henny runs out of bullets.
This ad for the A4 has been brought to you by a reduced magazine. Henny, if he has more bullets, guarantees that kill. Oh, still should have had it with the 20, but fighting among the pillar, I think a few too many of them got soaked up by the scenery. MIBR is pulling the plug on this one. They invested heavy. They wanted to chase. They wanted to chase the economy, and now they got to pull the plug. That's a tough one. And here's the problem with chasing the economy when you're the CTs. This is going to be a really tough spot into the next, and you're going to see ATK build an early bevy of rounds here on Inferno.
Well, good for ATK to get off to another good start here. Swisher and DJ will carry their weapons on forward. BRN and Insani, same thing. But yeah, MIBR having forced up in that previous round and it not working will now opt for likely a half buy, even though, again, they did do a little bit of damage against ATK. It's just not enough to justify consistently forcing up here. Maybe if you're on T side, but CT side, that economy really needs to build up a little bit higher to make your buys viable. And time not going to be called here. Think MIBR talking things over. Indeed, MIBR calling this timeout.
Certainly not going to chase this again. The window has been missed. Can't keep going in. So, yeah, they'll half buy here. Actually got a lot of utility on Insani. It's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Choke point utility is so important on this map. Penny's going to save up for the AWP, but 4 smokes, 2 Molotovs, 5 sevens. There's a lot of danger in this round for ATK.
No question.
Mistakes could very much be made. Let's see what we got. How does ATK weather this particular... Maybe not a storm. Let's call it a squall. Insani down for the count. Chase down. Not finished off, but that's a little bit of a confusing engagement. Cite that to Bowden Master's ping, and this round is over, John. This is done. They've got the site. The bomb's going down. This might just be a save for the remaining 3 from MIBR.
Yeah, it makes sense. Keep what you got. I mean, except for Henny. Maybe he could hunt a little bit further on here. Only the USP into the round, but BRN and Exit have a lot of utility. The body armor, the 5.7, the MP9. Maybe the MP9 doesn't make it through into the next round. We'll see. As BRN is trying to engage with Swisher. And also, he might just decide to drop it and upgrade himself. Either way, hot start for ATK. Haven't had many of them in these playoffs, but happy to at least get something going early here with their playoff lives on the line here in this grand final.
So do they keep the MP9 is really my question here. Important first gun round. No, they do not. They go for the double op. That's about as opposite a decision as you could make. Oh, no, we don't want to save the economy. We're risking it all here. I guess Insani theoretically could have the MP9. But nope, he's not going to do that. All right, they are betting the farm that they can pull this through with the best buy they can. Double op, secondary playing towards B. This frees up Henny to go roving. And early pressure for B. They might not be expecting that op, but do they want to apply some pressure? Yes, they do.
Oh, second nade as well. DJ's going down to 57, saying, okay, well, I guess I'm lucky not to be lower, considering where those nades landed.
Yeah, I think that's about as little impact as they could have had, considering everyone is here.
Yeah.
There's the op. All right, they found it. Now they know it's a double op setup. Do they want to go through? They do. Utility's just going to be sailing in here. BRN trying to catch his kill, but they want to pressure on. Bowden flying in, tip of the spear. He's doing so well with this now. Exit will back off, and the casualties, they're severe. This bomb may go down, but the retake casualties get a nightmare to hold. The cross smoke's gone. He missed him, actually gets himself a kill. Recovery here would be quite the feat, especially now with the utility faded away. Missed him one more smoke to maybe throw for the cross, but he wants to set up DJ to take some control here in the church. And there's the cross smoke. This should allow the bomb to go down. There's no banana play, so it's all about this church approach. Missed him on the angle alongside his teammate. This is going to be missed him his first contact. DJ to swing off of it. Lee in, that's not the right spot. This is so interesting. Here comes the swing. The flashbang's good. Lethal. Missed him, had to tuck off of it. He's got one. But needs 2 more, and at range, Henny will collect. So this one still gets frisky, considering how much damage was done on the initial face, but it is MIBR's round.
Yeah, I love the decision from Mistim to pick up the op. He gets a frag, and that's when things get a little interesting for ATK, but that setup is just too good for MIBR. With the rifle up close and Henny watching from a distance, they close off both angles, and Mistim is effectively trapped with nowhere to go, and the minute he pops out, he is dead to rights. MIBR, they crack the scoreboard here with a first round victory. And ATK, well, they built up enough economy to have another very comfortable full-on buy. And you're probably not going to see Bodum with the AWP very often here because of his ping. You want to keep him mobile with the AK because the op is just at a huge disadvantage, especially with a double op setup coming through for MIBR. BRN very serviceable with the op. Even though he didn't use it at the academy level when he first joined this MIBR squad, he was the primary opper before they picked up Henny.
Yeah, I'm more comfortable as a bit of a hybrid, bit of a secondary here.
Yes.
But definitely capable of putting some damage downrange. Defensive B, and there's 3 players here right now. And Insani may have just come in to reload his teammates with nades, but he might be here as the hit's coming through. He's faded off. That shot goes wide. Smoke in, so that section's off BRN. Now it's all into exit. Second orange is withstanding the utility so far. They're not focused on him. He's going to get 2. Big impact from exit. Sets up an advantage. A crazy exchange. Sees just Swisher emerge. Swisher may be a bomb plant, but 3 to find. Oh my goodness. I think the player top oranges kills the guy flower pots, but gets fragged in the same moment, and I'm not even sure where the next player faltered. Either way, gonna need a CSI team to recreate this round. It was quite the hash, and it is a defuse and another round for MIBR.
Yeah, BRN connected through the smoke as well as his teammate getting that frag from top of flower pots. So it was chaos, no questions asked. But at the end of all that chaos, MIBR materialized from the smoke and came out and got the round. Second picked up here, 4-2 in favor of ATK, though, as they still have this lead and still enough money to get a full-on buy here. And I guess I was wrong. Bodum is going to run this off now. They want to try switching things up. 4 AKs and the big green coming through. That double op has yielded very good results here for the Brazilian squad. Bodum already eats an A, going down to 53. ATK are trying to work their way up into that window room, and they will get DJ in. The rest are headed towards either alt mid or mid, aside from the lurk of Swisher. Just looking to make some noise here over at Banana. Lucky not to take more damage. Those nades look like they were dead on next to him, but he's only down to 77. Here comes ATK. They'll get bracket control for free. It's being given to them by MIBR, who are favoring lane presence over aggressive bracket.
That's a bold peek from Bodum. Didn't realize Henny was on the other side of it. Now they're under major pressure. Body already lost. Animation in. Molotov flying through, but Rek opens things up. Insani collected. I'll take a got for us. Knife out. That's a bit much, but a 1-for-1 trade keeps this round in doubt. And now major pressure on for BRN. They're pinching him. They're pressuring him. They're finding this space. He's dropped the smoke to give himself some cover, but bullets sailing through, and Jay will eventually collect. So bomb down and money abysmal. MIBR looking at the save.
Yeah, that was the plan all along for Rek, Mike. He just wanted to distract the player and ensure that all the focus was on him, and then it was confusion as to why was he out with his knife, and the trade goes in. Yeah, no, all honesty, probably Rek just overlooking the possibility of someone being around that corner, but it doesn't matter. ATK, they take the round. The fact of the matter is, BRN was just way too isolated, and it was perfect positioning for ATK around him. There was very little chance for him to win in that situation with the AWP. So economy is okay for MIBR. They should be able to get a proper buy up here. Maybe util's limited, but it shouldn't be too bad at all.
This is the dream here for Swisher. If you're wondering what they were doing there, don't know why. Trying to see if they can't get Mistim out of the boundaries. Maybe in Source 2, fellas. Maybe in Source 2.
Double up can no longer be run here. Not enough money to invest in that second big green. BRN. stacked up
damage
here with
Oh
exit,
my
and
God.
Swisher gets 2 over the half wall. What a boost and what a play.
John, the Molotov gave away all the audio cues. They knew they were there. They knew they'd done damage. Swisher follows it up with a third. This round is done. Swisher has just single-handedly demolished them, but it's all about that molly. Incredible. MIBR set up. They wanted the aggro fight. They wanted to play towards half wall, and they just get dismantled by the util. It's always going to be the risk when you go for fast B plays. This is going to be 6 on the board, and I mean, these players are under threat, right? At this point, there's enough D-side economy that they're going for this hunt. They can lose 3 guns and be fine. 5 alive? Ooh, well worth pressuring into this pit, especially with 3 Molotovs still at hand.
Jeez, this is going to be so tough to survive. Oh, and he gets 1 onto DJ. Swisher, though, drops Turtle. Henny is under so much pressure. There's no way.
Well worth.
No how. He's gone.
Well worth.
Swisher 4K as well.
Big round for the man. Big round for the man. Get a replay of this. You see they tick that Molotov, so Swisher just knows exactly where to look as he peeks around. Devastating. Lost from the jump. Lost from the get-go. MIBR. They're going to take their time here. This is where a pause comes in. They need to find their footing again. Actually, this is a little bit of an ATK tech pause. We have just a little bit of an FPS issue, but it's resolved very quickly. So, not an MIBR timeout, but it might be a timely break for them because these last few have been challenging.
Yeah. Without a doubt. They need to collect themselves now, and it will just be a half buy here. Turtle at least has the FAMAS, but everyone else onto pistols, a couple of deagles, a P250, and exit with that 5.7. Tiny bit of util, 3 flashes and a smoke, but they don't have those incendiaries to slow down the advance of ATK. Molotov gets tossed for top of banana. MIBR aren't really challenging here. Ooh, that nade. No, doesn't connect. Mark. In fact, no, it doesn't miss the mark. They were going for sandbags, and Swisher, fully blinded, doesn't matter. He was spraying that angle and had full control of that situation. 2 frags immediately, and really very little chance of MIBR being successful into this round.
Reducing the variables bit by bit. Catch for Henny. Okay. Okay. Can he get a rifle? Not going to contest the round, but he might be able to get this gun. So as I say, that DJ's on the hunt. He's just missed him. DJ's just missed him. Bomb is down. DJ's going to try and get this gun out of their hands. No threat to keep ATK from their 7th, and okay, there's the AK found. There's the rifle dropped, Insani's position known, and he's not long for this world. Swisher heating up here. Yes, those were just ecos, but 11 kills, starting to look very dang good.
Yeah, and 7 out of the last 10 frags for his squad going his way. That's not too shabby at all. Speaking of 7s, ATK have 7 rounds overall. Only 1 more, and they'll already have taken the half here on their T side. What a ridiculous start for them on Inferno. 4 M4s and the op for MIBR. Can't count them out just yet. They've been in situations like this before and have recovered to win, so they're not stressed at all. Insani gonna get forced off his angle here, just gonna spam through the smoke now. He's gonna come back through it. He is, and Wreck will get blindsided. There's Insani finding him. Missed him, gets the immediate trade, so Insani's a little isolated here, Mike.
Yeah, look at the A spot. This is so rough. Insani's the only one who can exert influence here, and he's playing with the smoke bait. This is madness.
What?
Oh, he's gonna be able to get 2. The ping for Bodenmaster, that never happens if he's in NA, but they will take it every day of the week. Insani capitalizes. That's a big shot from DJ from the mini pit. Puts down the op of Henny, slows down this retake, allows them to plant this bomb, and now what was looking confident, what Insani had bought them, it gets so much more difficult.
There's no kit. At least not on these 2 players.
The Molly's out of position. This nade won't finish him. The Molly's going to come in, but DJ, he's good for it. And aim's been on point, and Exit's just going to try and back away, even wounded up. He needs to get far away from this bomb if he's going to live.
Jeez, I mean, suffice to say, even if ATK can't close out this grand final and do the full-on reverse sweep, DJ has played really well over the last 2 series that they've had, including this one, of course. So it's good to see him finally finding his rhythm at the very least.
Decidedly. And I mean, ATK right now are making the best case for Inferno they possibly could be. This is astonishing. 8-2, a 6-round lead, keeping that economy from MIBR constantly limited, taking advantages into every gun round, it feels like. MIBR, they're going to have to stomach another half buy. They can at least put pistols around this, right? They can put quite a bit around the AWP. It's not nothing, but got to start winning somewhere.
Timeout expires. Just going to be a half buy around the op. Okay. At least it's something. Couple of MP9s, the Deagle and the 5.7. Playing it conservatively. And it worked in the past, right? On Vertigo, they went for that lone AK, played it conservatively, and Nexa gets 2 and they win the round. So, can't question them here. Certainly know what they're doing. Henny posted up over towards the B site. Dips his toes with that Molotov a little too far and hits the timing shot onto Swisher after getting flashed. That is fantastic for MIBR. 5v4 immediately. Henny walks away without getting traded as well. The only unfortunate thing is they can't pick up that rifle. Oh, did they realize Mistum got past?
Maybe not, but they're set up for this angle and missed him. Tries to walk forward, maybe thinking the op would have rotated, maybe thinking it would have given up different space. And now DJ peeks through, he's going to find the remaining 3. It's a bit of a crossfire. DJ takes 1, but 1 and done is not good enough here. And this is MIBR setup working strong. The op showed presence elsewhere. Now they're baited in. They have no idea. Players still here on the flower plot. Turtle sets up the final kill as well. MIBR, now's the time to come alive.
Yeah, and they flood for the upgrades as well. A couple of AKs picked up off the ground. The op continues to move on forward, and BR and Inferno will easily buy up M4s. That is fantastic for MIBR, given the buy-up was pretty limited. But they make it work thanks to a great opening frag from Henny, and afterwards, MIBR doing the work with the pistols and the SMGs. So we move on here. MIBR, I mean, that's exactly what that the doctor ordered for them. And a Molotov sails in, and that was for window room, I believe, on the ATK side. Exit facing a lot of utility here, has to back off eventually. Turtle and Henny, in the meantime, are set up for a potential brackets take, and they've also got Insani supporting. ATK still have not committed to either bomb site. As you can see, the bomb sitting down by its lonesome over at the bottom of T ramp. They're going to try and push out here. Ooh, this could be problematic. Yep, it is. BRN takes down Mist and gets caught out alone again.
Brackets there. Player, but Turtle certainly won't get damaged, but Insani certainly will. So Wreck alone. Wreck accounted for now. So you got to show us the bomb all the way back down T-ramp. It's going to be quite the journey to recover the C4. His only blessing, that they never went to find it.
Yeah, but given the time left, I mean, 50 seconds to go back, grab the bomb at the bottom of T-ramp, get a frag, make a play. It's just, I don't know.
Still possible. Gonna have to get a move on. Gonna have to sacrifice subtlety at some point. BRN is alone top B. Hit a ripper. That's a bomb player right there. Setup isn't infallible for MIBR. Jump spotting too. There's the spot, but that's what BRN was hoping for. He's got the information. He draws the second player in, and he backs away. Doesn't want the fight. Just wants the round. At this point, Wreck not being given the opportunities. 15 seconds. Knows he has to force it. Won't be able to do so. Worth the risk, perhaps, but he's going to be down and out, and so MIBR continue their climb back into this game.
That is the first BM we've seen so far.
There you go.
BRN just unloading every round he's got in his magazine into the body of Wreck.
Getting the spirits up for the troops, you know? They need a little gumption here.
They do. They absolutely do. But that was a very convincing round victory, though, for MIBR. They really shut down ATK at every turn. And now ATK, I think, calling a timeout. They should still have a buy-up available to them. Yeah, I mean, Bowden has 7K, so probably just get an AK, drop on the ground, and one for himself. I doubt they run the op in this situation, given the limitations they have economically. Indeed, that is the case. All right, MIBR. They win this round. Feels like a 6th is imminent. 3 AKs on the defensive side. We talked about how important that is and how difficult it becomes for the T's with those one-shot headshots available to the CT side.
Flip side is no silences, right?
True.
Anyone else falling out of fashion? No
Almost
smoke
completely.
spam for free. Ability to
Ooh.
punish and exit. His tracers get found, or perhaps just the swing. He's down for the count. Swisher finds the opener. Oh, DJ caught, though. Turtle finds the timing for the boiler peak. That's a great way to bring back the advantage. And now with minute 10 on the clock, it's all even Stevens. Not a lot of real estate to show for it. Henny. Next to swing.
That's such a smart position for Henny, Mike, because he hasn't played there at all this half. He caught them completely off guard.
Stuck in the pit now. Doesn't have a smoke. Doesn't have a smoke. But, okay, if bodies keep dropping, it may not matter. Pressure in towards the balk. Missed him. Finds that one. Henny still focused on his scope. Fade could chase this. Missed him. Has to go forward, and he's a dead man. A goner drops the bomb as well. Bowden. Not quick enough on that trigger. Not this day. Not any day when Henny's on the other side.
Yeah, no, that's just too strong for Henny. He got the nade off, right, and thought it would lead to the frag, but it didn't matter. Hits both of them with the op, and actually a 3K for him on the round. Hadn't played in this position the entirety of this half, but then adjusts himself and catches ATK slipping a little bit. 5th round picked up, as mentioned, just going to be pistols here for ATK, so probably a 6th round for MIBR. I say probably because you never know what can happen here, especially down banana. And you've got even just one Tech-9 charging up. What a nade toss from Insani, though. Missed him. Gets chunked down to 20 HP, and Swisher will likely be okay here. I don't think the Molotov will bloom under his feet, but he's stuck, and, well, because of that, BRN sections him off and takes him down. First frag going the way of MIBR, and Mistim's also on life support.
Life supporter now. He can still swing. He connects, but Henny does a little bit better. AWP a little bit too much to overcome. Another 3-piece put together here as this op has heated way up. 17 kills. 17 kills, especially considering how long it took them to get started. That is astonishing.
Yeah, he's really lighting them up now. And given that this was 8-2 in favor of ATK, this is fantastic for MIBR. They've prevented ATK from getting double digits. Could be as close as possible heading into the half, which was the same story over on Vertigo, except MIBR were the ones with 8 there. We'll see, though. ATK still a possibility to make it 9 because they've got a full-on buy-up of AKs and utility. Swisher gets tagged down to 48 through that smoke, and now Turtle could be challenged a lot. Henny is there with him, though, and so very good. Turtle can't do anything except damage, and he goes down.
DJ just a little extra tickler on that. But Rack, now it's all the pressure onto Insani here in the pit. He's overwhelmed, not expecting the belt peak at that particular moment.
Wow.
This is looking like the last round and a half, fading the way of ATK. Yes, missed and collected. And a lot of utility for exit and BRN. They can make something of this. Ask some questions. Don't want to be wasting that. Especially with Bowden with this position deep in towards the apartments. It'd be so valuable coming back in late. BRN takes contact. The lead by Rek. All onto exit now. And exit doesn't even really look like he's posturing to attempt this. It's the last round, so there's certainly no value in saving, but won't really give it a proper look, and that's going to be all she wrote on the half. A 3-round lead for ATK, and we'll be right back.
You sick of all the same dudes running up, follow you around, hope you fall in love, but they don't see you like I do, yeah. All your friends, they see it too, that I'm the one who looks you in the eye, speaking like I mean it, what's inside, know these others try and play the part, but I'm the one who made it to your heart. Yeah, I show up on time, I know you need that love, tell you everything that you don't hear enough, I fly you out.
Three rounds a lead for ATK, and they're going to need all three of those, John, because MIBR on the attacking half, if they can pull off a comeback here, they can close this final right here and now. And Inferno, the map upon which so many grand finals have ended, feels like it could be fitting.
Indeed. And look, ATK at least performing quite admirably here in this first half with their lives on the line, even on Vertigo, right? They played so very well. So win or lose here, they've at least shown that they can hang with MIBR.
They've at least made a case for it. Like this setup here. Reckon to be sectioned off by the smoke, but he's here to go 1 for 1. It was a neat idea. The smoke lurking cuts off DJ's position, so he's going to play a little more patiently. Spots the players now. That's a heck of a strike, but BRN's there to pepper him on down. So even exchange here, and the bomb now making its way to a plant. Never mind. Bowden going the way of the dodo before the bomb even finds pavement. Means a great situation for MIBR. Missed him in Swisher. Someone's got to step up. Someone's got to be the hero. It's missed him with the dualies. 2 pistols. 2 kills for in towards the site. Oh, his belt is rung. It's over. Swisher thinked up and dropped. Heck of a pistol round from Henny, continuing his fine form from the first.
Yeah, hits 20 frags overall now, almost doubling up on anyone else on the rest of the team. Insani's the closest one at 11. Even on the other end, highest frag count is our Swisher and DJ at 12 frags each. An important one for MIBR to find, though, because they could convert the next 2, and we're all tied up, basically reset here on Inferno. ATK trying to get a bit of a run boost there to get the advantage. They're charging down. MIBR is not expecting it in the early goings. Brett gets the opener as a result, but Insani quickly adjusts, finds 1, 2, and the third as Turtle also drops one for himself. Swisher will go down by the wayside, and that's all she wrote. It was close. I mean, for a moment, it felt like ATK could make some noise, but they didn't.
No, they did not. And so this one will start out about as well as it could for MIBR. We do get the investment coming through from ATK. It's not perfect. There's going to be some limitations. They'll sacrifice the better guns for more utility, as so many teams are wont to do on this particular map. Surprised to see Bowden not pick up any nades. Opting for the rifle instead of maybe an SMG and a bit more of a nade set. Let's see if he can justify it. 8-11, he's playing fine, but bottom of the board, not exactly where he's used to being. We'll forgive it with the 120 ping from Sweden.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Looks like we're getting a straightforward B-pop here. Everything's postured for it. Missed him tight to the angle, gonna be flashed in. Oh, realized there was a player, but he's way too late on it. Had to back away, and now question whether Swisher and Mistim can hold this relentless aggression at bay. BRN's in towards tree. He's in towards tree. Oh, this is a lot of control. Wow. Swisher, does he hear him? Not in time.
No.
Had no idea. The second player might go by the wayside. Mistim dropped. The trade is there. That was a brilliant bit of aggression from BRN.
He just never stopped. Continued going through church and all the way onto the flank. I mean, he was making a ton of noise. The thing is, Swisher was so focused on what was happening in front of him that he didn't even realize that someone could be behind him. Could have even thought it was his teammate unless he checked the radar. So there you have it. Going to be a save here for ATK. They've got to keep their guns up and running given their economic situation. Still going to keep 2 A1Ss, 3 sets of body armor, and a FAMAS alive along with 5 pieces of util. So it's a pretty good save for them. The thing is, MIBR have erased the lead. We're all tied up at 9.
And money looking all right off the rip, right? You're bringing 4 rifles into the next round. You're no longer going to have limitations into this. You don't need to play with the SMGs. The AWP can come out if they want it early for Henny. And you've got cash. Cash for days. I'm actually curious to see if they're going to play with the AWP here. Eyes on BRN.
No way.
No. Yeah, it doesn't make a ton of sense. But Henny does like his scopes. And at 20 and 8, if he says, give me a scope, you buy the man a scope.
Oh, yeah, no question. But he's also really good with the rifles, right? So I think it makes sense for them to stick with AKs across the board. Obviously, the Galil that was saved over from the previous round and the A1S as well in Exit's hands. So this is very good news for their economy and their buy.
And especially when you consider that the Opera on the other side can't really post up because of the ping. You get a lot more utility out of the mobility of the rifles.
Indeed. Nate's not connecting on anyone there, but at least ensuring for MIBR that boiler's cleared out. Insani, is he going to leave here? Looks like he wants to, and doesn't make any noise either. Good movement for Insani to keep his position unknown. And Turtle is going to spam through here and try to attract ATK to a rotation, or maybe to overplay their hand here on the A site as the rest of MIBR are stacked up at the bottom of Banana. Is there a nade for this? There isn't. So MIBR are relatively safe despite the fact that they're all grouped up and huddled together. Missed them. Over at that B site. There's the Molotov in, so that will section off one player, but they're already past it.
And there's no audio cue given over. There's no advantage. So now they're going to spring the trap. They're going to explode on towards the site. Missed him, hits the first. He needed it, but they know where both players are. Flashbang good there. Missed him, now isolated. A smoke down to give him a bit of cover to operate around. And he's going to find another. Missed him, making quick work of this MIBR take, and he stalled him out. So now the cavalry is here. And missed him, he finds another. The USP. This is incredible from the captain. Dancing around the smoke, dancing around the pillar, and just completely stymieing the take of MIBR.
Yeah, Exit didn't even know what to do there. It's like, I guess I'll pull up my smoke. That's not going to do anything, of course, up against 4 players barreling down on you with rifles. So he goes down for the count. Yeah, stymied is a perfect description of what they did to MIBR there. Missed him in particular. Hits a wicked shot for the first frag, and then stays alive. Cover of the smoke helps him, gets another one with the FAMAS, and pulls up the USP for a third. Unbelievable work from him to essentially pull around back in favor of ATK, one that easily could have gone the way of MIBR, the way that entry started, but he just held his ground and the reinforcements were there, not that he really even needed them. All right, ATK on the board. They got the lead back.
They did in a disastrous potential situation. Missed him. Wants to take it a step further. That confidence is now starting to flow. There's a player logs. He's got the read. Deep smoke to clear logs, but that's a trap. BRN ready. At least it's a trade. banana control is lost. So MIBR, they're going to try their luck bracket, see what they can't find. And what they find is explosive play. Insani, the molly spread late. He was tagged down by the nade, and the molly spread, he wasn't expecting it. Couldn't react in time. What a find. What a coup for Atk here. MIBR on the back foot now, trying to drag it back with some spam down banana, but Swisher, the kill they're looking for.
Yeah, Atk light presence on the B side. Effectively a 3v1 here for MIBR if they decide to go in this direction. They've got the smokes to section off CT as well. And Atk realized, you know what? Maybe we should send one player back. And that's exactly what they're going to do. DJ hightailing it over to set up a crossfire here. But still, even if he posts up towards CT, that smoke will isolate him and leave Swisher by his lonesome. So it looks like, yeah, this is actually a better decision. Go towards coffins, even though a smoke's heading that direction as well. We might be able to post up ahead of it and maybe spam through for a little more success. But here comes MIBR. 13 seconds left. Time is ticking away. They have to get these frags quickly. Swisher's got such an edge, but he goes down. What a shot from exit. That probably ensures the play. Indeed, it should go down. D is trying to spam through the smoke. Can't connect on much of anything. And now Turtle goes around and drops him. 3v2. Let's see if Bowden's got what it takes here.
Bowden's still pressing forward. Rek's not quite with him. They'll have kits, but Bowden's now alone. He spots the one, but what can he do?
Fade off.
Even that's a tough ask with no cross smoke. He's not going to be able to win the round. Can he sneak the A1S out of it? Spotted, double swung. Certainly not. That's not going to happen. Now the economy's in a bit of a tough spot. We're tied up. We're knotted up once again. Exit's kill coming over, so important. There were 10 seconds on. Swisher, he's just trying to drop the bomb carrier. If he does so, that round's probably lost to the timer.
I can't believe Exit got that frag, though. That's just ridiculous. Like, in that situation, Swisher felt like he had the advantage. 10 seconds left on the clock, and critical time for Exit to come through there. Timeout called from Atk. They can pull together a buy. You know, DJ at 6.2K, Bowden at 4.9, and Rek at 4.1. I think a buy is very much within the realm of possibility here, but they decide to go on the conservative path here. Interesting decision making for Atk. They realize maybe they won't have full util. It'll drain the bank account. We'll see if this works out for them. 4 Deagles, a 5-7, and they've got 5 smokes and 5 nades. Probably nade stack here. Yeah, a couple of them at the very least going down mid, and a lot of damage done, but oh no, Swisher! He goes down to distance nade. How does that happen at Banana, Mike?
One of them must have caught the half wall. One of them must have caught the half wall. Bounced back. This one's a non-starter. Failure to launch. Trouble on the pad. A shot hit for Rek, but this one's going to be tough to scrabble back. That was the whole idea, was the nade stack, and a little bit of a miscue.
It must have hit a body or something, but that's just oof.
Unfortunate. Wet powder.
Yeah.
All right. 1-for-1 trade top banana. I mean, if they could at least get a little economic damage out of this, it's something. You're not going to be writing home about this round, but you didn't bring much into it, so it's not a catastrophe if you don't succeed here.
Yeah.
MIBR probably try what happened there, too.
Yeah. It's just something to forget about if you're Atk.
Here's a chance for Rek. Rek was so impressive on Vertigo. Smoked off, this would be even more bonkers. He wants to play in it. Looking for a gap, looking for anything that might give him a little bit of a lamppost. He finds the pressure. Timing could be interesting here. No, Turtle's gone back to look for it. Ever aware, wondering where this last guy's got to be. He'll defang the last potential snake in the round.
So that should do it. A round where Atk just went for a half buy, didn't really yield much, and a forgettable round for them because of that TK that came through with the nade. It must have been nade damage done from MIBR, and then the misthrown one on Atk side. Either way, Bowden, he's gone too. Nothing going to be saved over for Atk, as they will have a proper buy up here now. Probably going to have the op bot up. Bowden can do it himself, or DJ could drop it for him. Either way, it's happening here. And there you go. Do they want a double op? They don't usually run it. No, they won't. So it'll be 4 A1Ss, the A4, and the big green for ATK as they finally lost the lead here against MIBR. 11-10 in favor of the Brazilians. 5 more rounds, Mike. If they can find them here in regulation, it's over. Left $20,000 and a repeat championship.
Joining rarefied company. And a spot in the Pro League. Perhaps most importantly of all for an MIBR teams that's looking to rise up the rank, that's looking to prove themselves as belonging in that upper echelon. Another chance to do it. DJ contact with Insani, not quite the kill, damage on, and he's now under threat. That flashbang lethal. He's able to back away, reset here. Ahead of the smoke, this is ambitious. Oh, flash, not quite able to see him through. It did connect, they were full blind.
Yeah.
Just still sprayed down and pressure in the pit. Swisher's position, he's being taken, he's being forced into the face. 1-for-1's not good enough. It's all on a wreck. It's all on a wreck here. The stand-in's got to do everything, and he can't find a kill. Still just a one-man advantage. Health is low for Henny, but much the same for Bowden. Bomb down. They're going to risk the economy here. He's going to give it a look, and now his life is lost. That was a little overzealous.
Yeah, you can see Bowden, he's taking a step forward, and missed him down. It's a stutter step back, and he's going to go save. You have to. I would have even called for the save earlier, honestly. I missed him perhaps a little over-ambitious. Wanted to try and pull this back in ATK's favor, realizing the situation is a little bit dire now. But it's far from over. MIBR certainly starting to wrestle the momentum out of the hands of ATK. Henny could catch off Bowden. Oh, Bowden's gone. Op's gone. Is he going to go for the knife too? Oh my goodness, Henny. It's so rude, but he has to. He's got an opportunity for the money to be built up, and that's the second knife MIBR have had in this series.
I think it's more about sending a message than it is about the money here.
Perhaps so.
Slipping the blade in. Cratering their confidence just a little bit more. And sending a chuckle through the team speak. That's what you're looking for. They got plenty of cash. Yeah, Henny always wants to be stacking those bills for future op purchases, but 10K in reserve after that knife, he's not going to be wanting for snipers in any round coming up.
No, certainly not. Timeout called again. Have to imagine this is ATK because everything's going MIBR's way. Let's check.
Has to be ATK.
It is not.
It is not MIBR.
MIBR, even though they're doing so well, they call maybe to settle things down after the knife. Right?
Yeah, a little too much fun after the giggles. They're starting to feel a little confident. Bits wants to remind them that if they just seal the deal here, then they can celebrate. Then they can feel happy. Speaking of celebration, holy cow, Henny, 25-9. He is partying in the server right now.
Oh yeah. Known to party outside the server, but now he's brought it into it.
It's been a while, John.
I know. Oh, what a shot from Swisher. He's got a lot to celebrate there as Mistim also gets exit. The banana push denied for ATK. And this is on a round where they don't have that much. They got the A1S, now an AK picked up off the ground by Swisher. This has gone from very much in favor of MBR to extremely viable for ATK.
Downright dangerous.
Oh, they're gambling, though. They're sending it to the A site. Oh, if Swisher goes down here, MIBR probably has the plant, maybe the round as well.
This is exactly what they're hoping for, but even if Swisher finds any further damage, it'll be worth it. Not clearing the utility. They're trying to play contact, and he's down. That was a great kill for MIBR. The cross smokes can go in. They're realizing there's not a second player stacked in. If they just execute now, Mistim's in a tough spot. Might expect the rotation to be on, but if a smoke goes up, there's little he can do other than spam. No util to stall this out.
Are they trying to go for
contacting further? No util on this? What are they watching for? The chance has been given over to Mistim. Turtle wants to chase this, and he'll get it, but...
Throw the smoke, guys.
Now this is interesting. Now the smoke comes out. I don't know what they were holding the utility for, but hold it they shall. And Bowden playing the angles. He doesn't even need to see a player. He's brought it down to the 1v3. Henny. Trying to make something happen here. He's found the first. He's looking for 2 more. Henny. Checking on in. He's been a hero. He's been a star this entire time. Now that star power needs to shine through just a little bit more. 10 seconds. Has to plant the bomb. Has to stick it. And as soon as he does, they're going to come rushing on in. And he knows it. So he goes for the kills. He bets on himself, John. He lays it all down. And that bet It pays off!
I'm speechless. What? Henny goes for the fake plant, draws them both out, and does it with the Tech-9. What a bold play from the Opper here on MIBR. 13th round picked up. Now that has to be a timeout for ATK here. I'm sorry. If it's not, I'll be shocked. Or maybe another one for MIBR to calm things down. No, it is ATK calling the timeout. That was their round.
Everything working in their favor. The 5v3 off the rip. The gun spot up. Brings it down to the 1v2. 1v3.
Ay, Henny.
He's a madman. He's a madman. He's absolutely ridiculous. 28 kills. He has over a 3 KD.
That's ridiculous.
It's actually stunning. I don't remember the last time he died in a round.
Thought it would be that one.
Ah, unkillable.
It's Iron Man.
Seems to be. Nades on to missed him early. Utility exchange not favorable for ATK, and they know their chances to contest this are swirling the drain.
I mean, that was the round that could have really catapulted them back into it.
Fortunate at least that it wasn't the full investments. They've got guns here.
Yes.
But this is where we need to see it. This is where you got to get something done. That's MIBR going to be counting on that spot in the Pro League. No one's clearing Rack. That's 1-2 found. The bomb dropped as well. Information. Now the rotate can be on here. Rack's under pressure, but he holds up for now. Give him a bit of space, a bit of time. It's going to be awkward. BRN needs to find something. The nade will take it.
Rex gone. Yep.
It cleared out at least. Pressure on a DJ. Rotations aren't quite here, but no moto smoke. No moto smoke. They're just going to fight it. A 3-on-3 on site. And they want to brawl. On a trade blows. Swisher ready for that, but the trade is there. The graveyard player spotted. DJ just trying to wait this out. Trying to hold his position as a secret for as long as possible. Another 1v2 required of Henny. This time, another threatened situation. The Tech-9 comes back out. The player close up. He's found the first headshot, but no more. Henny once again makes us believe, but finally a clutch cracks the way of ATK.
I mean, for a second, I'm like, oh no, it's happening again, because he hits the player at a distance with the ATK, which with the Tech-9, excuse me, which is the harder shot to get. So he has the close range duel, but he just can't swing around quickly enough. DJ played it well, but still, I mean, every single round, it feels like ATK can't get a comfortable round victory here on their CT side. Bowden going to come around here again. The economy very limited for ATK, but now it has caught up to MIBR as well. I mean, not exactly good there. Niston's going to hide in the smoke, and he's going to try and take the smoke bait to his advantage. In the meantime, Rex getting lit up down to 7 HP over in pit.
Oh, missed him on the smoke bait. There's going to be 2 players here. He's got the one, but the trade is here. I missed him out of bullets. Now it's all falling apart. It's unraveling. Advantage found here for MIBR. They got their pick of sites. They know the 2B anchors are down, but without the bulk of the presence here, they'll wait for the CTs to rotate to give them space, and it's going to be Bowden Master. Man who finds himself in the wrong continent and maybe in the wrong spot. He's got to fight his way out of pit. Pressure's coming through here. There's 2 mollies as well. This is going to be tough. A moto smoke and a Molotov, and this round might as well be over. Here it comes. They're bunched up in apps. Just go for the Halls pop. There's the molly. Odin has to dump the smoke, and now he's in a tough spot trying to shoot one out of the air, but with his ping, that's an impossibility. The bomb will shift its way to be down. DJ alone. Can he even justify going for this? I don't think so. I think the op has to live.
No, you got to save the op. There's no money. Keep the op up and running.
Only one made it through the last. It came down to the clutch again, John, and this is where it's going to sting.
Well, yeah, MIBR is really putting the pressure on in such a big way, and I love the decision they make there, you know, realizing that there has to be a player sectioned off in pit, and they can't cross over. There's no way they can leave, and with only 2 left, if the other one goes to the B site, you've got a very nice fight, favorable one as well, given the utility that was available to them towards the pit player. And yeah, it's exactly what went down. So MIBR get a 14th round. They are 2 away from coming out and taking the grand finals here. And as mentioned, the back-to-back victories in Season 43 and Season 44. Will join the company of Furia and Rise Nation. Both achieved that in the past.
One of those things, not quite like the other. Both of them historic rosters. Especially when it comes to ECL.
Yeah. Miss Rise Nation.
Miss the players.
Exactly. That's what I meant.
I seem to remember it didn't end well with the org.
No, it didn't.
Speaking of ending well, if you're a Brazilian fan, it's looking like it might. If you're an ATK fan, not so much. Need a bit of a hero around here, John.
Yeah, last time out for ATK being used here, and they, very much need a hero around. DJ, is he going to run the op? He did yesterday in this similar situation, so
got the armor.
It looks like they want to keep him with that big green. It makes sense. Yeah, absolutely right, Mike. With the armor, keep it on DJ.
You don't exactly want to be dropping it to Bowden with his particular disadvantage.
Yes, and without armor.
So let's see what they got here. That's a nice nade. All right, Skipper, right into Insani's teeth. It looks like the pressure, at least initially, is going to come towards Banana. They're clearing out these close setups. Catch a bit of nade damage back in turn, but they've got this ground, they've got this real estate, and Bowden's trying to adjust in to support his teammates. They have smokes, a lot of them, actually. One of those might need to get pulled already. There it is, the first one out. Flower Pot's boost.
They're juggling util right now. They gave Swisher another smoke.
That's presumably to allow a player to rotate off. Spawn smoke there to the cross coming out. 2 smokes have been deployed. That doesn't really tell you anything. Oh, and there's a gap. There's a gap on the right side of this. Here comes the exact third smoke. Gonna get deployed. But there's a big old gap on the right side. Uh-oh, they've been getting worse. Each one that's thrown is a little bit more to see, but Swisher, he'll capitalize. And for more! Swisher, the deagle is ringing true. Now the bullet's coming back the other way. Surely he's not long for this world, and indeed he's not. But a 3-on-3, this is better than it could have been. And the flower pots, it hasn't been
overlooked him
yet. Oh, Turtle lies to it. Doesn't trust his teammates clearing. He's correct to wreck all this time. Moving up on the flank, but now he's alone. And while he will find the first, 2 more required of him. 15 seconds. They need to get this bomb planted, but Rek's been tagged. That might slow him down. He wants to take the bomb out of play. And he can do no such thing. 4 huge kills for Turtle. And MIBR, they are on championship point. 1 more round needed of the next 4. And they're back in the Pro League. They're the champions of Season 44.
Oh my goodness. It has all come down to this. ATK need 4 in a row to extend this into overtime. Otherwise, yes, MIBR will be your Season 44 champions here in ESL Challenger League North America. 3 A1Ss, the A4 and the op don't have full util either. And a nade, 2 in fact, eaten by Mistim. He has to fall back here. Because if another one sails in his direction, that's the 5v4 advantage that MIBR want, and they'll likely just storm into the B site off of that. But they don't get it. So they have to wait a little bit longer, methodically moving their way up Banana. Look at this important fight here with Turtle. He's not going to get anything. Bowden drops him right to the ground. That might trigger MIBR to push right into this B site, Mike.
Seems like it's going to. Missed him on the angle. He's going to try and drop util, but they're so far forward. The smoke's barely even going to matter. They're coming screaming on in. What can Swisher get? He gets 1. Player up on top. Oh my goodness, what? BRN. Fluffing the spray, whiffing at the wrong moment, but it still might be an opportunity. A bomb plant, surely. A bomb plant, surely. ATK.
Oh my goodness.
Got an advantage for the moment. They're going to come in the fight. Charge, and Bone wins it. Henny, who's been unreal, is put down. With no further impact, it's all on to exit here. The captain of this squad, the in-game leader, he's got to do it all. And oh, he's walking in, not expecting the Banana play. His position now known. He's under pressure, and he knows it. The spray down, though, not going to be good enough. ATK aren't done yet. They live to fight another day.
Oh my goodness. ATK just barely hanging in there. And wow, I mean, I honestly thought that Henny was going to win that duel with Bowden, especially with the ping advantage. But no, Bowden takes him down for the count. And as you mentioned, Henny seemed so infallible up to that point, but it had to go down at some moment, I guess, and that was the moment, leaving ATK, again, a chance to stay in this one, but it's still just a chance. That was crazy, by the way. Swisher going around, swinging his crosshair, literally in an arc to get back over into that sandwich between the two orange boxes, and he gets the frag on BRN, who, like you said, fluffed his spray a little bit. 3 more rounds here, possibly in regulation. Bowden goes for the aggressive play. Insani is down. And perhaps Bowden, the advice he received from Spray is ringing true in his ears that he can go for those wide swings.
Just swing. Bold with it. Still, pressure's going to be in the apartments. Logs. That's bold to try and get out of there without any utility thrown. So he's down for the count. This position gained, and it's looking very good for ATK in this round. The money can start to build now if they can get out of this clean. They can realize the promise of this moment. Nice nades. Don't want to give too many tracers away, though. Because there's an op on the other side. And Mistim is just waiting to pull that trigger. A try peek. A try peek. A jump across. Now they know. Now they know the op's there. They don't want to challenge it. They don't want to contest. Are they going to save? They're going to save?
It feels like it, yeah. I was going to say, it doesn't even feel like they want to do anything more in this round. 45 seconds left, and they say, you know what? Nope. We don't have money. So let's save.
Interesting.
Loss bonus isn't that great either, but it does get him 3 AKs, full armor, util.
It's just second round loss bonus, right? 1900 coming in?
That's right.
So presumably Henny and Insani will buy down around this.
But that leaves you in such a tough spot in the final round, should we get there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to get interesting. We're going to the wire again. We already had 1 overtime game, John. Starting to think we might have 2.
Counter-terrorists win.
Distinctly a possibility here. What is it good with the pistol?
And Exit should be able to get more util.
Bit.
They're talking it over. You're right. Calling the timeout.
Yeah, there we go. There's that molly. There's that flash.
They're distributing it as well. It's, yeah.
Creative
accounting.
Tough. Ooh, so much rides on this round. If MIBR can't close out championship point here, ATK have a prime chance to make it OT. Feel that, Sean? That is the weight of anticipation.
Indeed. Oh, man. Looks like they're going to split the difference here between mid and alt mid. 3 players going to alt mid, the other 2 at the bottom of mid, but they just want to toss some util. And in fact, ATK are being very disciplined with their utility right now. They're waiting and hoping that MIBR has gone into banana. Now they toss a couple of nades, but still
Rex
no
got a strong
Molotovs
spot.
out. He does.
That smoke down. They're going to have to clear him. Oh, he's giving it up. He's giving up the angle. The HE. Ah!
Oh, no!
It would have been so good. It would have been so good.
Imagine if that's a difference. Jeez.
Well, we'll see. At least it didn't kill Swisher this time.
At least it didn't do any damage to anyone in
Yeah.
the team.
All good. Here comes the hit, though. This is the straightforward exec. They don't have a second one, so this is kind of everything being bet now. In they go. Position found. Insani dropped. DJ playing this beautifully, and the rest of MIBR is not behind them. They seem to be half-hearted in this commitment, and
yeah.
this is now really awkward. They're stuck. They're stumped. They're stymied. "35 seconds. I guess there's a world where maybe Exit just wants to save what he's got forward, but the rest, really? They're going to get more, even if they just die. So they need to go forth and try and create. They're going to group together. DJ might be a bit stuck, but he knows he just needs to spell time. Timely peak, damage done. That's plenty of work for DJ. I think Turtle just wants a gun and then he wants to save.
I don't know if he gets away. Oh, barely. He still might not.
They're going to chase it. They see the bomb. They know the round's not in risk. They can just hunt. They can just hunt. They got plenty of money to make this happen. Oh, you cannot die after time. Turtle and exit. And they'll survive.
Jeez. I mean, again, though, at the beginning of the round, MIBR lose 2 bodies. I shouldn't say at the beginning of the round. When they go for the first engagements, they lose those 2 bodies against DJ, who played it absolutely perfectly, right? Could have hung around there a little bit more aggressively, decides, no, I'm going to take a more passive angle and wait for them to come.
It feels like you had 2 minds in that round. You had 2 players going for the fight. You had 3 who were playing not to lose their guns.
Absolutely.
And they didn't even have guns on 2 of them. It's a very weird exchange.
It was very weird. There's no reason why you had 2 players just going out by their lonesome. The other 3 are just waiting behind, I guess, see if something happens. But yeah, very disjointed for MIBR overall. As we've gone the full 30 here. Again. Do we go to overtime is the question. Turtle looking for that opening engagement. The money's still not good for MIBR. 3 pistols here for them. Turtle and Exit need to do the work with the rifles.
Put some time into this round. Minute 15, they have very little to show for it. They're not sure they hit banana. They do. They're not sure of it. They don't have any positioning towards top brackets. Bowden's still posted on the angle. Smoke will now go out to exert some control, but the molly comes back in turn, so they're not going to really be able to move beyond this. Look at this. 2 smokes, a single flashbang, 1 Molotov, and 2 HEs. That's what you got.
Exit
flash gets committed.
Tagged that molly mic to give the sound cue, but it didn't really get heard by Atk.
Interesting. Still, the deagles might just be enough. You rip some headshots, it's not going to matter. And Insani hits the first. Swisher it down for the count. Big chess piece here on B, out of play, and they're going through. They're going through. They're risking it. Missed him under pressure. DJ trying to support, trying to find the kill, but timing on this tree walk, it's huge. Turtle's taking him out of play. It's all in a missed him here. His teammates, they're trying to rotate in, but there's only so much they can do. This bomb is going down, and Mystic cannot deny it, and he cannot stay alive. It's all falling apart. It's all on a Bowden Master. So many targets to clear out. He'll find the first, but this just starts his road to a retake, and the time is ticking away. He has a kit, so at least that working for him, but the flower pot's boost, he's not going to be expecting this at all, and flanked out, he is dropped down to the dirt. MIBR, they let it get so close, but in a round with 2 safe rifles and 3 forced up pistols, they make it happen. They take the win here. They are your champions of ESL Challenger League Season 44.
Back-to-back champs here. MIBR there.